Harness Racing returns to Goulburn on Sunday afternoon. They have got 6 races. The first will go at 3:32, the last of 6 at 20 minutes past 6. Hi, my name is Greg Hayes and I'm here to try and find you a few winners. Had a little bit of luck last time out. We found 4 and fingers crossed we can find you some more, although I do think it is a little bit harder this time around with the winners well covered. First of the good things for Sunday, we're going to start in race 2, horse 6, the Exorcist. Now this is a small race, but I do think there are a few horses in the race that want to get forward, and that might just help the Exorcist. The horse has been racing extremely well, and he is a swooper. The horse last time out went around at Goulburn and did a really good job. Trained by Simon Locke, driven by George Lee. Horse is in good form. Let's have a look at his last start at Goulburn. Now, the horse was beaten by Monies on Matilda, but does a really good job late in the blue and red colours and cuts the margin right down at the end of the race. Probably the only horse in the race that narrows the margin significantly. Now, the horse does a very good job once it gets out of the pocket. Doesn't have as good a draw on Sunday, which is important to note, but I do like the way the horse finishes off the event. Now, prior to this victory, this second placing, the horse did have a victory at Temora, so the horse is racing well, and I think the Exorcist can get back into the winners list, especially if there's a little bit of speed on, which there does look to be with a couple of horses drawn inside it who like to go forward. So that's the first of my specials, race 2, horse 6, the Exorcist. Second of my tips for Sunday, I'm going in race 3 for horse number 1, Pandia. Now, she is way up in grade on what she's been racing in of late. We saw her at Menangle last time out. We'll have a look at her replay. Now, she was taking on up to 80s and she destroyed this field. She put them away. She won by 20 metres, but what she did in the process was record a personal best. She went 151.1 and she broke 54 seconds for the last 800 metres. Now, what she does want to do late is get into the middle of the track, but she's that far in front, it doesn't really matter. She is taking on some much better credentialed opponents on Sunday, so keep that in mind. The horse drawn right next to her is a New South Wales Derby winner, the stablemate, and there's a couple of James Rattray runners in the race that have been going around in the free-for-alls at Menangle as well. So Pandia is not going to get it all her own way, but in saying that, a couple of starts ago, she went around in the Adore Me Stakes. She was beaten less than a length. They went 150 and change. She did a really good job on that occasion. She's been in super form since resuming from a spell. And this is probably a good race for her to dip her toe into fast class company against the boys. So I think this is a great race for Pandia. Over the trip, they might look to change up tactics. They went all the way last time out. Over the longer trip, they might look to look for a bit of cover, especially up in grade. So race 3, number 1, Pandia for me looks a really good bet. That's in the third event. What about race 4, number 9, Skyfall Benchmark? Now, there must be a story behind this horse. Had 2 years off the scene, goes from New South Wales to Victoria, joins the stable of Steve O'Donoghue, has 1 run back from a spell, and then gets on a winning run, puts 3 together on end. The last time out was at Shepparton. Now, this was Shepparton Cup night on one of the support races. Drew well, jumped to the front. We'll have a look at the replay. The horse is extremely impressive and basically stretches the margin as they go. Now, what a lot of people might not know about this horse's mother is a half to Art Major. Impeccably bred. There wouldn't be many horses going around in Australia with much better blood flowing through its veins. So yeah, its mother is out of the same mum as Art Major's mum. Incredibly bred horse going around in a race at Goulburn. Just take note in that replay, the horse that ran second has come out and won since. So that stamps the form. And the only little concern for me on Sunday, Goulburn for the first time and the second row draw. But there looks to be enough speed in the early stages to make a few holes for Skyfall Benchmark in the concluding stages to be able to weave a passage through late. The 3 victories that it's had in a row, they've all been different. Behind the leader, outside the leader, and in front. So obviously does have a little bit of ability, that horse race 4, number 9, Skyfall Benchmark. That brings me to the last of my good things, and this is in the Tom and Angela Hewitt Memorial. And it would only be fitting if one of the Hewitts could win this race. And I'm going in race 5 for horse number 10, and that is Reset the Bar. This one for Brad Hewitt. I know Scott Hewitt's going around in the race, and so too is Dave Hewitt, but I'll go with Brad Hewitt. Now, this horse, last time out, favourite backers would be saying, well, had its chance at Menangle, led, and was pretty bit disappointing if you were on it. However, let's have a look 2 starts ago as we roll the replay. Now, on this occasion, the horse gets extremely wide in the straight. You're looking for the yellow and green colours with the brown sleeves. Now, the horse gets extremely wide and does a good job. Now, beaten in this race was Bainbridge, and you can see that Reset the Bar rolls up onto Bainbridge's wheel late, so there's not a lot between them at the end of the race. Now, I've spoken to James Rattray since this race, and he's talking about Bainbridge going around in Miracle Mile qualifiers. Now, if that's the case, you'd think that that form out of that race was going to be okay. So if you can forget the run of Reset the Bar at Menangle last time out, and he's not going to be in front. Yes, it's over the distance again, but he's not going to be in front. There do look to be a number of horses that want to get forward here, so there might be a few looking for somewhere to lay down late, which is going to help Reset the Bar. I'm going to go with him in race 5. So that is race 5, number 10, Reset the Bar. It looks to be a really good program of racing. If you're in the area, nothing better than getting out to Goulburn on a Sunday afternoon and enjoying the 6 races that will be there. If you're having a bet, good luck and enjoy the afternoon of racing.